Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. So today's video is going to be a fragrance battle, which I haven't done one in a minute, so I'm really excited for this. So we are doing a fragrance battle between Giorgio Armani C and Giorgio Armani My Way. I've actually done reviews on both of these fragrances, so definitely check the description box down below. I'll also have my fragrance playlist up in the card so you can kind of watch all of my fragrance related videos. If you're interested in any particular fragrance, I might have already reviewed it or done a fragrance battle, so definitely check that playlist. So I'm excited for this because these are two fragrances that I absolutely love. My Way is definitely a newer fragrance for me. It's something that I've only just recently discovered and I've been using often, whereas C has been my OG. Like, this has been, we've been together for a while and we're going to stay together. So whenever I do fragrances with C, I feel like I'm always not biased, but you know, I have a love for C, so it's really hard for other fragrances to just come in and kind of steal the spotlight. But this should be interesting. If you've tried both of these fragrances, let me know in the description box down below. Not the description box, sorry. Let me know in the comment section down below and which one is your favorite. So I'm going to get straight into it so we don't spend too much time. So I have done 4 reviews on both of these fragrances, so I'm not going to go, you know, into massive detail because we'll be here forever. But just to give you the general vibe, the first one is, I'll just go with C, just because this is like the OG and I've had it for a really long time. So the top notes are blackcurrant liqueur, the middle notes are rose de mai, absolute and freesia, and the base notes are patchouli and oak moss. So this is a very sultry fragrance. I've mentioned multiple times that it's the perfect balance between the sweet from the blackcurrant and then soft spice from the vanilla wood and patchouli. It's the blackcurrant for me is probably my favorite part. It's so crazy because blackcurrant as an actual like drink, I do not like. I hate the smell, but in a fragrance there's just something about blackcurrant that just gets me. And this, to me, you know, it has blackcurrant written all over it, but then it also has this soft sultry spice to it that I absolutely love. I would say this is definitely a crowd pleaser. It's a combination of sweet, a little bit of fruity, a little bit of spice. It's a very well balanced fragrance. I have a lot of sweet fragrances. If you've watched my channel, you know that I have a lot of sweet fragrances, and this for me, I would say, is the most well balanced fragrance that I have. I just feel like it just encompasses, you know, sweetness, a little bit of floral, a little bit of spice. It just kind of in combination and encapsulates it perfectly into this bottle. I would say it's definitely a safe scent. I don't feel like it's a scent that's going to overly you know, offend people. And when I say offend, I don't mean like people gonna be thinking, what the heck, why are you wearing that, girl? I'm talking more like, you know, if you were to walk past somebody, they won't be like, girl, what is you wearing? I feel like this is definitely a crowd pleaser. I feel like most people will enjoy this fragrance, just because it's just very well balanced. It's not too sweet, it's not too floral. It's just a great combination of everything that you want in a fragrance. I would say the longevity of this, I think I've always said about like 7-8 hours, but I don't know, I feel like over time it's maybe not lasting as long. I would say about 5 to 6 hours, which I'd say is about moderate. I feel like when I first, you know, was using this fragrance and I loved it so much, I felt like it lasted longer. But now that I've been using different types of fragrances and I have more to compare to, I would say definitely this is more on the moderate side. So I'll say about 5 to 6 hours. I will kind of stop smelling it on my skin, but then I'll smell it on my clothes. So I definitely say it lasts longer on the clothes than it does on the skin. Overall, I absolutely love this fragrance. I think it's stunning. Definitely one of my favorites. Definitely one that I would recommend. Definitely one that I wear, you know, quite often. This size is 150 ml or 5.1 fluid ounces. So it is huge. It's huge. I think I hauled this last year and you can see I still have quite a bit of it. So that's Giorgio Armani C. And then onto My Way, which again, I love this fragrance. So this fragrance opens up very loudly. It kind of smells like a mixture of sweet, juicy strawberry, bubblegum and tuberose. The initial spray is definitely more sweet than floral and kind of reminds me of a very sweet air freshener. In terms of the notes, we have the top notes are orange blossom and bergamot. The middle notes are tuberose and Indian jasmine, and the base notes are Madagascar, vanilla, white musk, and Virginia cedar. I would say again, this is definitely a sweet fragrance, a lot more louder, a lot more in your face than Giorgio Armani C. If we're going to compare, you know, the boldness, I would definitely say My Way is bolder, it's more louder, it doesn't care, it's just like, I'm here to make my statement. I love the initial spray of My Way. I love that bubblegum sweetness that you initially spray, and then the dry down, and I've mentioned this before, it starts to smell a little bit like an air freshener, which I'm not particularly a fan of, but it becomes less sweet and leans more towards floral. So in comparison to C, where I feel like it's kind of a well-balanced fragrance between sweetness, soft spice, and a bit of floral, I definitely say My Way is a classic floral scent, you know, once the fragrance has completely dried down and kind of works with your body chemistry. And definitely in the dry down, you smell like the white floral, the jasmine, and there was another note in here, oh, and the vanilla. You definitely smell those notes. I would say those are most prominent. So it's definitely more on the floral side, whereas I feel like C is more on the sweet floral, soft spice, if you get the vibe. In terms of longevity, I would say My Way is definitely way more long wearing than C, and it's so sad to say that because I've always said that C is long wearing and it lasts so long on the skin, but My Way, girl, this thing lasts so long on the skin. And it would be interesting to know if it also lasts long on other people as well, or if it just happens to be me that seems to think that this is really long wearing. And then in terms of the sillage between both of these two, I would say again, My Way is probably on a 9, whereas C, I would say, is probably on a 10. It's a lot more delicate, a lot more intimate than My Way, and I wouldn't say it's, you know, the sillage is extremely poor. It's just in comparison to how bold and bright My Way is, I feel like this is definitely more softer. But the sillage, I would say, for C is probably around 6, 7, maybe more like a 6.5. Let's go there. Whereas My Way, I would say, is definitely a solid 9, 9.5. It literally just lingers on your skin. Like you leave a room and you walk in and you can still smell that fragrance, at least to me. I don't know if everyone else feels this way, but definitely for me, I would say My Way has just this boldness about it that I can't fathom. Like, just this liquid is like liquid gold. So between the two, which one do I prefer? So this is going to be a hard one, and I don't think I can say which one I prefer because I've always loved C, and I will stand by C forever and ever and ever. It's definitely one that I will continue to repurchase. My Way is a newer fragrance for me, and it's one that I've been using a lot recently, but it is new to me. And like I said, that air freshener element to it, I do not like it at all. It just doesn't sit well with me, and I really don't like fragrances that smell like air freshener. But that I just wish the initial burst of bubblegum strawberry was, you got that more from this fragrance, because once it dries down, it becomes less sweeter and definitely more towards the floral side. So I'm gonna be in the middle and say that I can't pick between the two, just because I think I prefer how long lasting My Way is. I love the strawberry, I love the bubblegum, I love the initial spray, whereas C is just a great all-rounder. Like, it encompasses everything that I want in a fragrance. It's soft, it's sweet, it's floral, it's everything that you need. It's just a well-balanced fragrance. I'll definitely say it's more of a crowd pleaser than My Way. My Way is so strong that I don't think everyone is going to love it. Some people just do not want to smell, you know, super bold, and so they probably won't like My Way. But for me, both, because I can't pick between the two because they are honestly just so stunning. But I'm gonna end this video here. Let me know which two you prefer, why you prefer them. Let me know if there's any other Giorgio Armani fragrances out there. Like I said, My Way was a recommendation from one of you, as well as just from me seeing it on social media, on TikTok, on YouTube. So definitely let me know if there's any other recommendations. But I'm gonna end this video here and leave all the information that you need in the description box down below. But hope you guys have an amazing day, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye guys.